Hello, it's Edwina from Minecraft Orchard. How are you? Right, we are almost in July, and that means Camp NaNoWriMo. Do you participate? Have you done it before? Have you just done NaNoWriMo in November, which is National Writers Month? It's a fabulous challenge, it really is, and there's an awful lot of people do it. And during July they also do a camp, which is where you can choose your own project to work on. I am notoriously bad at this. Now, when I did NaNoWriMo last November, I did write, I think it was about 10,000 words of a novel that I'm writing, and then I had the whole of December off, and I then decided to work on character and scenes and all that sort of stuff, and it's little bits have been happening. I've been able to do a few little bits here and there, and you know, the last Camp Nano in April I said, oh yeah, I'm going to do all about the characters and all that, and it never happened. And the reason is, where my writing is concerned, it's the last thing that I do. So all of the planning, the Minecraft Orchard, my Daisy Craft business, workshops, Harry, my husband, family, all of them come before my writing. I'm sure there's somebody nodding your head out there. Yes. And it's always at the forefront of my mind, and I want to do more. So I have a bit of a plan. Whether it works or not, I'm not quite sure, but we're going to give it a go. So part of the 6 Months for Life project that I'm working on, which Sarah Cannon is heading, was to do a 100-day writing challenge. So I did a quick calculation. If I do the whole of July, August and September, that's sort of 90 days. I could then take an extra 10 days into October, which is Preptober, ready for NaNoWriMo, by which time I should then have a daily writing routine. Now, I cannot remember who it was, but she used to write for 5 minutes a day, and within a couple of years she got her novel. So this is me saying I am allowing myself 5 to 10 minutes a day to actually build the habit, and then after 30 days, once I've done 5 to 10, maybe I'll put it up to 15 or something like that. We'll see how it goes. So here are the tools that I'm using. The first one, this is from Sarah Cannon. If you're part of her newsletter, you'll have access to this for free. If not, sign up, and she's got absolutely loads of trackers and planners and systems and all sorts of things for writers, and us planner babes as well, on her site. So it is a good idea to go and sign up for that. She's brilliant, I love her. So what she's done, I haven't printed the whole thing off because I don't need the whole thing. I don't need the monthly or anything like that because I've already got that in my system. So I've just printed 3 of the workbook on that she's produced for this July. The first one is the project title, the goal, daily title sort of project sheet. The second one is the reward section. So you choose your milestone and you put your reward, and then when you hit that you can have that reward. She's very big on, if I write this many awards, I get a new pen set, or I get post-it notes or whatever. Again, all of her videos explain all this. She has actually got a video out about this as well, which I will link. So I've printed that one as well, and then I've also printed the game board. So what you do is the idea is to go all the way around the board and knock off every single day. So there's 31 days there. I could print another couple of these to get me through to the 100 days, or I could create another 100-day one in my writing bullet journal. I'm not quite sure, but for now this is how I'm going. So that's what I'm sort of going to use to track it and that sort of thing. What I'm actually going to use for prompts or inspiration, shall we say, is this is the July issue of Writers Forum. My light's on it, sorry. Okay, which I picked up out of our local newsagents. And I don't subscribe to this, but I do have it every time I sort of think, oh, I'll have a look at that. There's some interesting things in there. So, and it is a good magazine. There's all sorts of lots of different things in here, but it also does this daily Kickstarter, and they've done this for a few months now. And so it's obviously got a date on. I'm not going to use a date. I'm just going to start at the top, and I'm going to work my way through. I've got, like I say, I've got another couple of these magazines which I can then use as well. And the whole idea is, it's using the magazine and parts of the magazine plus other things to sort of just get you going. So for instance, this first one, it says get started, spend 5 minutes on Douglas's homework on page 13. So at that point you would then turn to page 13, and on there the homework is just here, and it says one of the surest ways to sell an article, and sometimes even a short story, is to tie it into a major anniversary. So spend time researching, updating anniversaries that you could write about to allow time for pitching, planning and producing. Look for the 25th, 50th, 60th or 100th anniversary in September and November of this year. So what they're doing is they're sort of getting you to think in a writing way and to go and do some research for that one. And then there's a picture, so you would, you know, take that picture as inspiration and write something about that. There's a couple of those. There is a poetry competition one. I don't do poetry, so I probably wouldn't do that. I'll probably pick another one because there's actually more than 31 on this page. There's one here that says famous first words, fiction fix. That is looking at the competitions that this magazine run and taking that title and maybe having a go at that competition. Another one is to use this fiction square here where you get a dice and you take off each part, roll a dice to find all the ingredients for your next story, and then you write about those things. And it's a good way of maybe doing characters or whatever. So that's another sort of exercise from this. Some of these will probably take more than 5 minutes, some of them might take longer, but this is what I intend to use as a bit of a, as it says, kickstart for daily writing. Okay, so that's the Writers Forum. Now you have seen this cover before. This cover and this planner, all of these, what are they? Dividers, monthly dividers, are really speaking to me in terms of my writing for some reason. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this set for my writing, but I'm not using it in this planner. I'm using it in this setup. Now this is all set up ready for One Book July, which I've got a video coming out about One Book July, which obviously is in July as well. So that's happening. I'm doing Camp Nano and One Book July all at the same time. A lot sort of going on this month. And it's Harry's birthday, so even more going on. So what I've done is, most of you have seen this happy planner. I've set that up and I've just put a section in here. If you want to see the rest of this, catch my One Book July setup video. So I've put the month of July in, and then what I've actually done is, because I've decided I want to reuse these, I've just put a piece of very thin paper and drawn over it, so I can write on the piece of paper and not actually on the divider. And so I've set the month up. And then because I'm using the inserts of this planner somewhere else, I've then drawn out the month this side as well. So I'm only using the divider of this planner. and then I've drawn out as a bullet journal type thing, just copied the month out, and then directly behind that I've just got some lined paper. So this is where I'm going to start. I will probably, I don't know, probably put something like day 1, what the exercise is, and then just do it. And I'm allowing myself lots of free paper just to write it in. I'm going to put some more in, obviously there's only 2 sheets in there, but it was just a quick setup that I was doing. And we'll see how we go. I might actually start this a little bit earlier than the 1st of July. Because I'm filming this the Sunday before the 1st of July starts. So I might start it if I get the writing bug before then. Which hopefully I will. Because that's sort of the... You know what it is, when you think, oh, I'll start a challenge. You never want to start it on the 1st, do you? You always want to start it maybe a little bit earlier. So that's what I'll do. And so that's my setup for Camp Nano. I'm using Kickstarter out of there. I'm using Sarah Cannon's trackers, which I'm actually going to cut out. I've printed them. I've printed them so they will actually go into my Happy Planner. And you can print these at different sizes to go into your A5 rings or whatever you need to do. Or you could print them on A4 and just use them as a A4 sheet. However, but I've printed them so I'm going to cut them down. And I'm actually going to insert them into this section as well. So everything's there. I've got the monthly, I've got my rewards and all that sort of stuff. And then I've also got the actual bits of paper. I've got paper to do the exercises on. I did play with the fact of taking this, where has it gone? This out and put it in here, but it's actually too big. I'd have to fold it and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to I think I'll just take parts of this and maybe fill it out on my monthly. Actually, you know what, that sounds like a really good idea. Take the exercise off here and write it in each day, because like I say, I don't want to do the poetry, so that might work. The only thing is I then won't have the exercise. I'd have to go back to the magazine to have a look at the exercise. Ooh. Tell me what you think. What do you think I should do? Should I cut that out and put it in? Or should I just work out the magazine? Or should I write them in per month, per day, on the monthly? I think what I'll do is I'll write them out on the monthly, but then keep the magazine in my planner bag as well. And then when I get to that magazine, that bit I can read out and write it down, or at the beginning of the day, or I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Oh, I can never make up my mind. I think that needs a bit more thinking about. Okay, there's Camp Nano for July 2022. Tell me, are you joining us? Are you going to give it a go this year? Are you looking forward to full November NaNoWriMo? Have you taken part? Is it your first time? What do you think of my setup? How would you improve it? What do you think I should do? Okay, comment down below. All the links for the magazine and Sarah Cannon and all of that will be below as well. And have a fabulous July. I'll see you soon. Bye.